Hello friends, and welcome to a video where I'm going to do a wardrobe swap. So putting away my winter things that I no longer need and bringing out those spring summer pieces. It feels like a whole new wardrobe and I'm super excited for it. Another reason why I'm excited, actually, I'm in the UK and we finally have a mini heat wave. So basically lovely weather, it's gorgeous and sunny outside, so I do feel a little bit giddy and I hope that basically that you use this video to be productive. So if you do need to do like that wardrobe swap over, or even that duvet swap over, because I realized we've been sleeping under like a really thick duvet that's making us really sweaty during the night. So I finally swapped that over as well, and that was absolutely wonderful. It feels so much better. And basically, if you want to use it for a different reason, so like relaxing, feel free to grab a cup of tea, maybe do some cross stitching. I've recently been into cross stitching myself, really enjoying just making this owl. I've progressed so much as well, so I'm looking forward to finishing that project. But if you want to do some crocheting, knitting, anything else, I thank you for joining me and basically helping me out swapping the wardrobe. So basically this might be a couple of days vlog because I've got a lot to get done and also need to rethink a little bit about the organisation within the wardrobe, because I've got new organisers that my husband got me. So basically the job today is definitely need to get out as many winter things as I can, sort out the jumpers and figure out what I want to keep and what I don't. I'm going to swap you guys over and show you like the bags that I've got. I also have some vacuum bags, new ones, that I'm definitely going to be making use of. And the other thing is basically I might try some things on before I put it into my wardrobe, so I'll show you that as well. But otherwise, let's just try and get this done, because it's one of those things where you just like keep procrastinating and putting it off and putting it off. So no longer I can do that because it's a mini heat wave and it means that it's super warm and nice, and means I can't be walking around in jumpers. So today I've actually got a thrifted piece. I'm going to set you guys back and see if I can show you, put it down, but I've got a jeans jumpsuit which I'm absolutely in love with. This is actually a Zara jumpsuit, but I got it from the charity shop and I couldn't believe my luck. Like, this bit is actually really stretchy, so it's really comfortable. I don't feel like it's too tight, because actually it was a smaller size than I expected. And yeah, I'm super happy with it. It's so comfortable, and I put a little bit of cheeky fake tan on as well, so I'm feeling very good and very happy. So yeah, this is the piece I'm wearing today, and I'll turn you guys around and show you what I've got. Okay, so I moved away the laundry basket to give me more space, and I'm super sad that one of my bags that I usually use for storage has ripped. So not only is it the handle, I would have used it anyway if it was just the handle, but it's just the fact this bit, you know, the zip as well. So I thought, it's a big shame because it's called Random Crap and I always thought it was funny. My husband got it for me. He knows how much I love to organise. But then, yeah, I thought might as well just get myself some vacuum bags. That means that I can actually store it upstairs in the loft if I need to, if not under the bed. And also you would have seen, basically, my cheeky fake tan is this one. So it's Vita Liberata, and I use the gradual tanning lotion basically because I do think I'm going to layer up with this. It comes out really nicely on my face, like quite thick, probably because I layer it up quite a lot. But then when it comes to my hands and legs, I think I can do another layer for sure. But it's looking really natural at the moment. I don't look orange, and I'm very happy with how it's turned out. So essentially I very much recommend this. I even used it on my hands so that it looks really natural basically, and there's no streaks or anything. And then for my like bigger areas, for example my thighs and my legs, I'd use a mitt, but on my face obviously I'd use my hands, and on my arms as well I use a mitt as well. So also the Vita Liberata one. So very much recommend this. Let us set this aside. And these are the vacuum bags that I got from Amazon. So these are the Amazon Basics. They do come with a pump where you can pull or pump the air out. But actually I'm just going to use a vacuum. I've had these before, so I know that my Hoover does a really good job of it. So I'm not going to use the pump today. But yeah, basically Amazon Basics. It was a tenner for, I think it was 5. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, and basically these are quite a large size, so usually you'd fill up to about there to maximize the space. The rest is needed basically to like suck it all up, and it's done a really good job. I've got some other ones that we're using around the house, including under the bed too. So yeah, back to these. I've got some winter items in here that I knew that I wouldn't be using, so I've already put away, and that's like these, but I put these away months ago. So basically it's things like traveling things that I knew that I would need, and some other random things, but exactly random crap. See, perfect. But basically I'm going to have a sort out, take everything out of both of these bags. This is definitely a summer one. Yeah, and basically see where we get to, what I can try on. And this is what we are tackling today. So it is on the whole well organized. I know exactly where everything is. You know, it's like a messy or organized mess. There we go. So basically these two just need like refolding and things. A lot of it is like my dog walking clothes. I need to sort out this whole bottom bit. And when I spoke about having extra organizers, you know what I do have a lot of? I have a lot of like beauty products. So if somebody was going to ask me, what do you have too much of that you could declutter but don't know how to, I'd say it's beauty products. Like I've got so many things that I'm like, yeah, I'm going to come back to it and actually use it. Anyway, these are the organizers. So you open these up, I think it's upside down, and then you can put stuff into here. So essentially I want to organize, like, you know, my bras and my socks into these compartments. I just need to figure out where to actually put them. Ideally they'd be up here somewhere. So if I get rid of my jumpers, hopefully I can like reshuffle some things along and see if I can put like socks and bras up there. I'll leave my knickers because I'm happy them being in that black caddy here with the lid. But basically I've got like a caddy here that I don't really use. I've got some things that I don't know whether I should be using. Like it's got stains already, because it is new. But like I'm trying to figure out whether I could get rid of the stain or whether I should keep it for like props. You know, I do TikToks and things. So that's another question, whether I need to keep some of these as a uniform for TikToks, you know, because I do all these different characters and they all have a bit of a, you know, uniform and what they're wearing and things. But yeah, let me stop rambling on. Let's finally get to taking out the winter clothes out of here. So I think I did a good job targeting those things that I know that are too hot to wear, and I've kept transitional pieces, so obviously some coats or jackets, another jacket, I've got some cardigans, I've got this great M&S jumper with a zip that I bought only recently, and actually I thought was a good one, with, you know, very little underneath, with some leggings, and that's really comfortable. I've got a dress, a couple of dresses, some shirts that I've kept out, more shirts. I love this shirt from M&S as well. It's a linen shirt, which is gorgeous. Some charity shop finds. This is really thin, and actually I figured out that this one's actually a men's. It's a top man, but I really love it. It's just like really thin and good quality anyway, so could wear that with leggings. I've got a darker colour just in case I'm in the mood for like a brown. And this one is quite autumnal, but I thought by the time that I bring back the winter things, I think it'll be too late for this, so I might keep this in here to remind me to wear this in like September, October time. Maybe I'll rearrange it and move it to the back somewhere. I don't know whether to keep this one out, because technically it's warm and it's wintry, but actually because it's got no sleeves and basically no sides, it might be a good one on like those chilly evenings. So maybe keep this out for a little bit longer. I've kept this jumper. It's like really gorgeous, like it looks crocheted, but like I think it's like a knitted jumper that's obviously got quite a lot of breathability within it. And then the cardigan, I've got this cute Primark jumper, but it's got the doggies on there, so I've got obviously the Cocker Spaniel, which is Lady, and then some other things I need to figure out. Actually, I think this is a leather skirt, so I will put this on the pile in a second. Kept a jumper out just in case, you know what it's like, it is the UK after all. Got some trouser options. I've got a skirt that's a lovely gorgeous colour and is about to fall off. Tell me how you would store your skirts, because I don't know, folding it up doesn't seem quite right because it's a pleated one and I don't want to get it creased. Yeah, I need advice, guys. And yeah, basically I've got this cashmere blue jumper, which is gorgeous, so I'll keep that out for like those chilly mornings and evenings. And then I've got this really gorgeous dress, quite plain, H&M I think it is, no Zara. Looks good with a belt, and I've worn it numerous times, so I think I'll keep it out because of the sleeves. It's quite short sleeves, but it's warm at the same time, so just depends what I plan for it. Okay, and I've got two winter dressing gowns, so I'll probably put this on the pile as well in a second, so ignore this. This is actually just fabric. I want to do some curtains one day but it's been there for like years. So yeah, basically I've got that. I took out the bulky jumpers out of that. I might not touch some of it, but I did actually move a dress, which I'll show you in a second. It's like lots of dresses in here. I'll pull that dress out because I loved it. Might be able to show you some old footage of this one. It's so pretty. It's an M&S one, and basically I love it, and this is the perfect time to wear this dress. So looking forward to having this back in my wardrobe. I haven't touched this yet, but I will get to it. So I wanted to show you the dress that I've put here. You might have seen in my thrift with me video that I found the most gorgeous dress, and I think it's a good one for New Year's, maybe even Christmas, so who knows. And basically I thought I'd put it away because I probably won't wear it any other time apart from that. It's quite like a dark colour, so I think it's perfect for like that Christmas New Year's season. So I'll put that away with my wintry jumpers, because I know before Christmas turns up, I definitely will do another wardrobe swap, basically, for my winter items. And underneath that, basically, you'll see a pile of those jumpers that I just pulled out from the wardrobe, which I need to put away in these vacuum bags. So I've got my trusted Hoover, and I couldn't fit in one item, and that's this pink hoodie, whatever you call it. But yeah, basically I'm gonna have to figure out another place for it, but in the meantime I'm going to vacuum these bags. So that didn't work, so I'm going to try and give it another go with this tool. So I'll be honest, I'm a little bit confused why the Hoover worked on one and only one of the extensions, and then it didn't work on this one. I had to use the pump on this one, which was interesting. So we'll see what the others are like. But yeah, don't get rid of that pump, guys. I'm gonna have to keep it, maybe put it in with this bag, because that bag's still fine. I had a wintry skirt, which I think I can actually wear now as well anyway, you know, transition period, but it means I just don't have to wear tights underneath, with some nice boots or trainers, so I'm looking forward to that. I've kept this dress, it's quite good, quite comfortable. I've been basically adding layers to it when it is the winter. I've put away the Hoover, by the way, and I've got the cardigan, so cashmere cardigan here, which is like a really lovely one, a 3/4 length one as well, so like a cropped one. I've got my bridesmaid dress here, so my mum is getting married, and I've got my bridesmaid dress, which I do need to actually look after it a little bit better. Maybe I'll put it into one of those clothes protectors. So basically it's absolutely stunning, and I can't wait for the wedding. And then basically I'll need to get some stuff out of here, but I actually noticed there's another rogue jumper up here, which I'll grab before I forget again. Is there anything else? Can you see? I'm so short So short people problems. But yeah, I think that's what I'll have time for now. It's actually the weekend, so my son should be coming back from a football class, which means that we're going to go to the park together. But when I come back, I'm hoping I'll continue to tackle this, and then whatever I don't get done, I'll do tomorrow. Amazing. So bit by bit, there's already a bit of progress. I've got this jumper which I can put away. These things can go back in. Okay. So I wanted to show you what I've got so far. I've got like a heap of clothes that's just laying there. Also, excuse any noise from downstairs, the boys are back and we'll go to the park in a bit. But yeah, basically I want to categorize these. So trousers, skirts with the skirts, tops with tops. I've got lots of PJs, so maybe I could declutter some of those. And there's a lot of sentimental clothes that I'm like, oh, whether I should keep, because, you know, I've had it for ages and it reminds me of something. So I'm not sure about those, so we'll see. We've got lots of nice new dresses that I'm excited about. I think I'm going to finally part with this. This is like a jumpsuit and really comfortable, but I've worn it so often and my style has changed a lot, so I thought maybe it's time. I'm also sad about this. So I think this is actually from the soap that I put in there so that the moths stay away, but actually I think I might have ruined it. But what I'm going to do is actually try and wash these first. So this isn't the only one that did it too, but also this white top, which is like such an easy wear. So I am a little bit sad. I'm going to try and wash these and see whether that helps. Actually, I think this might be from something else. It's a different yellow, isn't it? But yeah, either way, look at this gorgeous crop top. I usually wear it with like high-waisted shorts, and it's such a beautiful one. It goes over the shoulders. So yeah, I'm going to try and wash these, and the rest I'll categorize. I've got some really summery things that are like for holiday. So what I'm going to do is actually get my suitcase out and put those straight into my suitcase, because we do have a holiday planned in a few months' time, which is going to be end of July, so super hot, hopefully. Yeah, and then categorize the rest. I've got a few wintry bits which just need to be put away with this winter jumper. So I've got two here, right? So I could do one summer, one winter if I need to. Let's see how we get on. If I was smarter, I would have done this when I was taking them out of the bag. Now I had to do a double job. Anyway, I've got a pile here of like tops that I'll sort out. I've got jumpsuits, which I have so many, which I didn't realise. And lots and lots and lots of dresses. I'm so lucky. Well, I've got trousers, I've got shorts, some skirts, which aren't many, actually. And I've got miscellaneous items over here. So I've got like summery, you know, holiday sarongs over here. I've got some sporty clothes here which I can put away or just decide whether I want. Tops that could go straight into the holiday suitcase. I think I'll decide whether I want to take them. And then these are really super summery as well. So I've got my holiday bag with a zip. It's so important so that nobody can steal anything from you. And also these bags are so good at saving you space in the suitcase. I got this as a gift from my sister-in-law, and they're super. You put loads and loads of stuff in there, and then as you zip them up, they've got another zip in the middle, which you can see here, and it condenses it, so it makes it a lot, basically it's like a vacuum pack without it being vacuumed, but it saves you space. I've got like a swim cap which I once brought with me on holiday and then never used again. I've got, you know, water shoes. I've got a neck holder. I forgot what it's called. It's like, you know, the one you take on the aeroplane. I've got a couple of things here which basically I decided to finally get rid of. I absolutely love them, so don't get me wrong, but my style again has changed. I've been working from home a lot more, and so these are a little bit more formal, and because of their material, they're 100% polyester, I no longer want to wear them. Basically it's just uncomfortable, I sweat a lot in them, and basically I think I'm going to give them to charity, but they are beautiful. And I've got a pile here that definitely needs a declutter of my PJ things. Hello friends, and welcome to day 2 of my wardrobe swap. It's a large job. So you will notice that there are some changes behind me, and I'll walk you through them all. But I did end up doing some more last night. I was quite tired, but I just wanted to get it done. And today we're going to be doing the fun stuff, which is looking at the dresses, the jumpsuits. I'm going to do some outfit try-ons as well, so I'm super looking forward to that. But today I wanted to start off by showing you my dress. So I've got a lovely dress on, which I'll put you down so that you can see it a little bit better, and I'll move back. But basically I've been trying different belts with it as well, and this one is actually from Amazon, and it's like a Hessian material, so I'll link that down below if you want to basically buy that. But yeah, basically it's quite a long one. I should put my sandals on really, shouldn't I? It's got pockets too, which is amazing, and it's really flattering. So like if you're worried about that mum tum, it's actually really flattering, so you can wear it without the belt as well, and it's super comfortable, like so roomy. This one's from M&S, so I'll link that down below. But yeah, basically I absolutely love the fact that it's glorious weather, so another good day today, full of sunshine, so I'm super excited for that. But basically I'm going to turn you around and show you what I did yesterday, and then we'll get on with it. So let's start off with these things. I actually put all of my shorts into here, and I did actually manage to get rid of quite a bit yesterday, so some go to charity, some in the bin. But essentially, as I said, my style has changed, and also I'm getting older, so I am here for comfort rather than style, but like ideally both, obviously. But yeah, basically I've put all my shorts into these organisers. I've mentioned the fact that my husband got me these organisers. They come in different shapes. This one's the bigger one, that's the medium one, and I'll show you the little one in a little bit. So basically the shorts are in here. I actually have in the wardrobe already put some trousers in the other big one, because they come in as like a set of like 6 or 7, maybe even more. But yeah, basically these are my bras, and I thought, oh, and some sports bras, or like rather than sports bras, they're more like supportive ones. Yeah, so basically I've got lots of bras in here, so I already absolutely love the fact that it's done like a really good job organizing. I've got some PJs back there. This bit I'm not so sure what to do with, because I've got tops here, I've got tops here, so I might take that out and like try and rearrange it. I've got an empty one here, and the little one that I wanted to show you I actually put my sports things into. So sports bras and leggings in there, so I know exactly where they are. Can pull them out if I need to, which is awesome. And the other thing is I've put the trousers, like I've got lots of trousers, and I've put that there. I've got my jeans, so different coloured jeans. I've got dark jeans, I've got light jeans. I think these are shorts. Oh, the top ones are shorts. And I've got black jeans, and I've got white jeans. And then loads of leggings and like comfortable, basically, trousers that I can wear at home. You know, I work from home all the time. So basically this is my go-to. So actually, I think this needs to go a bit lower so that it's more comfortable for me to get, especially if I'm going to use that all the time. So essentially I need to figure out where to put that in, move the trousers down, sort out the tops, maybe get rid of some as well. And I've added some, I've got rid of some. Basically lots of stuff is in the wash as well, because I thought, right, we'll use this hot weather whilst it's nice and sunny, put things out in the sun and in the basically warmth so that it dries really quickly. I've got a whole bag here of stuff that I wanted to put away. So it's a mix of actually winter and summery stuff, which is not ideal, but it'll have to do. And then I've got, this is the pile to sort out. I've got some room down here, which is great because I took the organisers out. It was taking actually a lot of space. And basically I put the caddy that was down here before behind these jeans here. So at the moment it's empty, so I need to figure out what I can do with that. This I just like organised a little bit better, and like all the winter stuff had gone as well, so I put away woolly hats, you know, gloves and things like that. I did keep one pair spare just in case. You never know if the snow comes back. Be prepared for everything in the UK. Snow, rain, hail, then sunshine. And then I've got the suitcase. Also, by the way, if you hear sounds and noises, my husband is working from home next door, and basically he's got meetings today, so if you do hear some funny mumbling sounds, that's him. But yeah, basically I've got my suitcase out, and actually I thought I don't know what stuff to put in there. There's like sentimental tops and summery things that I put away because I was like, I don't want to get rid of them, but I'm just not going to wear it. I just know it. So yeah, I'm going to open this up anyway, and I'm going to see whether I could put some like dresses and jumpsuits in there ready for my holiday. The other thing I don't want to do is just put them there for 2 months and actually not see it at all. So that's something to consider. But let me stop chatting away and just let's be productive and get this done and try them on as well to make sure that I actually want to put them in the wardrobe. So basically I've opened up my suitcase, and I thought maybe I'd put this top already into the suitcase. I'll walk you through some of the bits that I've got in here. So this is like a bikini bag. Basically I've got loads of bikinis in here. When it comes to it, so I think in a month or two, I'm actually going to try all of these on and see whether I want to buy any new ones, and maybe not bikinis but like full on, you know, swimsuits to be more comfortable. I've got a sarong here which I always use and bring with me. I've got my trusted fedora, which I don't remember where I got it from. The collection, oh, Debenhams. So basically really happy with that, and it usually goes really nicely with some of my dresses, which you'll see in a little bit. I've got my neck thing, which I usually put the hat into like this to keep the shape. and I've got like a bag. I actually got this as a gift and I absolutely love it. And you can put all your like toiletries in there, or maybe like, you know, sun lotion and goggles and, you know, games. I'll show you the games that I've got at the moment. It's like, how do you know that you're a parent? I'll show you what I've got. But yeah, basically a really lovely bag to put stuff into. I've got some essential toiletries already, from shampoos, conditioners, for my hair, etc. Makeup removers. Before I move on to the games, I will show you my toiletry bag. So this is like a really compact bag full of things that I need. These are usually spares or like travel sized ones. I've got like, you know, Elemis body lotions and things in like little sachets, and then in here I've got like a perfume with a little bit left in it, you know, toothbrush, toothpaste, etc. But I love the fact that this hangs up, so I can put it into any bathroom, which is awesome for when you're on holiday. And then other essentials is double, perfect for the plane and traveling with kids, a lot of fun. I've got the Snakes and Ladders, but the travel version, we bought it last year at New Forest, and actually has been so much fun already. But on the plane, oh, it can't have been New Forest, it must have been somewhere else, because on the plane my son lost one of these, and even though I looked everywhere under the seats, I couldn't find one. So we're down to 2, but that's okay. And then we've got you know, blow up inflatables. I'm sure we'll get some more for when we go. On the other side, it's a whole big mess, but I've got my holiday bag with the zip, which I've shown you before. It's just a really good practical one. It's huge, perfect for the beach as well, due to the material. And then I've got these, which I will be using to save some space, which I spoke about yesterday. But yeah, basically lots of different sizes that it comes in. You can put your underwear in one, put your dresses in another, and usually what I do is actually roll clothes up and then use these, but I'll show you later. And in case you're wondering what I've got in those pockets, I've got some Weathers Originals, you know, to suck on whilst you're on the plane, and then like a smelly bag full of like lavender so that it smells nice. So I'm making a pile of the things that I definitely need to put away, or rather I need to put away straight away, because I know that I'm going to keep them. Also, I wanted to show you this one. I actually got it from the charity shop last year, and I would have shown you this, but it's so adorable. Not usually the colour that I go for, but it's like a light pink and something different to what I've got in my wardrobe. So I thought this was lovely. It's quite like a boho one, you know, like easy going. Lots of material though, so I don't know how warm, or rather how cold it is, or like what weather to wear it in, but I'm sure I'll work it out. But I'll make a pile of things that I do want to try on, and to see whether I'm going to keep it or not. And you're going to help me with this as well. You can basically tell me whether you think I should keep it or whether not. And there's some things that I know have like deteriorated, but I still want to keep them because I'm just going to wear them around the house. If there's some things that I know that ripped as well, I want to fix. So I think this is a lovely dress, so floral, quite long, but I think a little bit ripped. Maybe I already fixed it. No, here it is. So basically I've got a sewing job to do before I put this into the wardrobe, so that goes onto a completely different pile. And do you remember this dress? So basically this is an Amazon dress, and I'll link that down below, but I bought it a couple of years ago to go with it. Well, this belt was to go with it actually, and it looks wonderful and stunning on a holiday, so I might actually just put it straight into the suitcase. The other thing, I love the fact that it's such like a light colour, perfect for the summer. And I don't have anything like this in my wardrobe. It's quite long and flattering. I could wear a bikini underneath this as well because of the material. It's quite light, so I absolutely love it for holidays. I need to try on this Reiss one. I think it's a Reiss one anyway. Yes, it's a Reiss dress, really lovely coral colour. It's a size 4, so I don't think I can fit into it anymore. So I shall try it on, and I've got something in my eye. There we go. So we'll try that on. This I'm not even sure I want to keep, to be honest. It's like 2 sizes too big. It's quite dark. I don't know if it's me. Maybe I'll put it into the winter pile because this one's good for layers. I might put it away, and then if I don't use it this winter, I'll give it one more go. If I don't use it this winter, then it's going. So here we go, a try on to see whether to keep it or not, because like my shape has changed quite a lot as well. But this one I found from a charity shop, and yes, it's a bit huge here, but I thought with the bikini underneath it's probably perfect. So I think I'm going to put it into the suitcase straight away. Now this next one is a tight bodycon dress. So I am actually wearing those panties that suck your tummy in, and I've got like a strapless bra, and I was really worried about that tummy area, but actually now that I've put it on, I'm still super happy with this shape and this dress. So that's going into my suitcase for the holiday for sure. Although I'll probably will have to make sure that I don't eat like a full meal when I am wearing this dress, or have like a cardigan so that I can like cover this area if I do feel uncomfortable. So once upon a time I would have zipped this dress up no problems. However, we have a situation here. It's such a beautiful Reiss dress. My friend works at Reiss, so she was able to pick this up at a really good price, but unfortunately this is going to have to go. So this one is quite a sexy number. There's a lot of showing, which you'll see in a second. I even had to sew up a bit where my thigh is so that it doesn't open too much, and so that I don't have to like constantly hold it. But yeah, I'll show you what I mean. And I'm not sure about this one, but I'd love to know what you guys think. So this is nice, quite revealing, but then this section here I'm not sure, I don't know about the sides, but then maybe I just need a different bra that's just here rather than showing here. Then I need an occasion to basically wear this. So I'm not sure about this one. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Okay, so this one I absolutely love the fact that it's just so easy to wear, and you'll see what I mean in a second. It's a jumpsuit, so it's got like a little button here, so I do feel comfortable. I do have a bit of a safety pin that's already in here, so I must have like secured it here so that it doesn't open any more than that. Here's fine, looks good. I'll move you down a bit to show you the full scale. Pockets. You can no doubt hear the but coming up. The only but is the fact that I don't like the feel of it, so the material is definitely not something that I would go for now. However, because it's such a good fit, I might just wear this, you know, gardening around the house. I don't want to waste it. It feels too nice to wear, obviously, like around the house and everything, but at the same time I don't want to just get rid of it for the sake of getting rid of it. Or the other difficult bit is the fact that this is like no sleeves, or like, you know what I mean, and then long trousers at the bottom, so we'll get like hot and cold unless I put a cardigan on. Let me know what you think down below. So this is an absolutely stunning dress. However, oh, the door. However, I can't actually do it up myself. It's just uncomfortable, and because of that I don't think I will go for it in the wardrobe. It's a bit tight here anyway. I do think it's nice, and I do think that I could squeeze into it once or twice, but like, what's the point when I've got so many other clothes that I could wear that are just like perfect fit, you know, a lot more comfortable. It is a shame because it's beautiful. I tried different straps, so basically I did this one in a bow and this one is more like a knot, so I do think it's really pretty, but I don't think I will go, like, I will keep it because it's just too uncomfortable. Such a shame because it's so pretty. I'll show you the full view properly. So absolutely gorgeous dress and material, but unfortunately I think this one's got to go. Now I'm going to try on the last one, but not least one. So we've made it to the last dress, but I don't like the material of this one. It's so beautiful, but just wearing it makes me feel kind of sweaty knowing that it's just not a breathable material. So let me show you the full view. It's very pretty. Got a bit of a slit. Nice belt. So yeah, let me know what you think, whether you think I should keep it anyway. But don't go anywhere. I'm going to put this stuff in the charity shop bag first, and then we're going to sort out my suitcase as the final thing. Suitcase ready. One final look at the wardrobe. Basically, I'm so much happier with it. It's crazy how much more space you have in the summer because of all the bulky things and all the bulky jumpers. But yeah, basically I've got like dead space behind there, so lots of space I could use. I've got here a whole gap. I think I've got a gap behind this as well. And basically I've got a hanger or two that maybe I could use, so it means a shopping spree for me. How about I go to the charity shops in the next couple of weeks with you guys? I know how much you love my thrift with me's, so I've got an opportunity to buy lots more stuff for spring summer, and I've got lots of space for it. So it's a good excuse to go and have a look. So thank you so much for joining me, for basically keeping me company, and as always I'd love for you to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Please check, because I know that a lot of you watch the videos but don't actually subscribe, so please check the follow button, and basically like this video if you like it. It really means the world to me. Thanks so much guys, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye!